Welcome to the Legged Podcast. As you all know by now, the Legged Podcast is powered by Monterex. Make sure you head over to monterex.com and take advantage of the 15% off they offer if you type in Legged at checkout. Monterex have been the main sponsor of the podcast for a while now, and their gear is a belter. So head over to the website now and take full advantage of the Legged promo code. What's happening, everyone? Happy Wednesday. It's my favourite time of the week. It's the Patreon special. Hope you're all doing okay. Thank you for your continued support. Don't forget, tell everyone to get involved. We want to grow this show and do more off-site kind of things. So yeah, keep supporting, keep telling everyone, and hopefully we'll keep entertaining you.
This is the show that just makes it to Instagram constantly, isn't it?
I know. We're going to have some guests coming on as well, so you Legged Legends will have it soon. Guests are going to start again. Now that baby's here, we can commit a little day. We're going to try and start on a Friday, and then you'll have them then not the follow, like the one after. So
it's winter, innit?
Got a guy, Alex, coming in. Alex Kroll is a nice guy. So you got that to look forward to. Obviously, you should get it all first. So yeah,
back to normal.
Should we crack on? We noted as well, Alex, massive apologies, mate. We didn't get round to your question as always. We don't get round to every question, but one question Alex did ask, which he's asked this week, was he said, "Right, lads, so my wife is pregnant with our first. We haven't told anyone except our families, so this pod is the first to know."
Congrats.
I fucking love that, by the way.
Love that.
It's just like fucking 600 people who know about this. And
I hope he's like second cousins, not just on there. He's like, what the?
Brilliant. Oh yeah, imagine that.
What?
It's due March and we want to fly home to Liverpool in July to see my family. The only thing is we live in Australia. The flight is torture and we will have a 4-month-old. My mum is telling me it's the best time to fly with the baby because they're asleep, but I just don't want to be that person with a screaming baby on an 18-hour flight. Seeing as you're both dads, did your young ones go on a plane or have any general advice? Cheers, lads. Lord help me.
I took Sophia on a plane when she was 3 months and Joshua was 8 weeks old.
Yeah, and I've took Alba on a plane when she was 1, maybe. Just over to the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, I
don't want to say this though, and then he just sends us like an Instagram story with a screaming baby.
It's like, what have you done here, lads? I didn't have any horror stories, but babies made noises, cried a bit, like to come back down or whatever when they were like proper young. But I think you just need to go, fuck it. I'm going home with my kids. You people have paid as much money as I've paid.
Yeah.
If you don't want to hear noise, go to first class.
4-month-old as well. So
sorry.
My little girl's mum has just had a baby with her new partner. They've just went to Greece, which is a 4-hour flight, and their baby is 3-4 months old. So similar. Apparently, just slept the whole way.
Yeah, our Josh, when he was 8 weeks, slept the whole way. But it's when you see them on the plane, because usually, like, I think what my missus did, she fed the baby as we were like about to take off.
It's like a proper time and
so if you
military
feed
experiment.
So then as you're taking off, feeding plus the motion, sleep, and then when you see the baby do that with the eyes, you think, oh my god, I've nailed it. Then it's like, don't move.
I think just with kids in general, everything turns into a military operation, doesn't it?
Be prepared to stand up as well. I did that. So basically, once Emily had the baby fell asleep. I then stood up for like most of the flight and let the baby lie in the seat.
Guy.
Do you know what I mean?
Guy.
But lad, you take that for the silence.
Oh yeah.
Little Heineken.
The noise of a baby crying, if it's my baby, doesn't bother me. It's the people looking at me in disgust of like, you know, you can just feel their eyes peer into your head.
I'm
What, you'd be the person who say something
no,
about a baby
crying? No, if someone was
crying?
looking at me, I'd say like, why are you looking at me? I don't.
You wouldn't, lad. You're a shithouse.
I would. I wouldn't try and fight with anyone, but I hate when people do that. Yeah. I have before today. Emily was on the flight actually with me. Stood up for a couple with a baby, and another couple like tutting at them, and I was the one who said, "What are you tutting at?"
Really?
I hate it, lad.
Yeah, it is bad.
Because like the woman,
we had it
this
last
girl
week,
was
we?
like, the girl was like, I don't know, like rocking the baby and that, and then it was just like, I don't know, they're in the 50s or something, and the fella kept going, oh. And I was like,
what does he think that is going to do?
Exactly. But you've paid 40 quid for your seat. Don't get on and think you're like Richard Branson.
Yeah, but they're paying $1,000 or something to get home from Australia. Would it piss you off then?
No. Yeah. No, it wouldn't. But what, you just need to like...
Nah, mate, you just got to... we haven't heard that in a while, have we? No. Busy.
Things must be on you.
Yeah. No, mate, yeah, I'd... listen, Alex, mate, it's just tough shit, innit?
Yeah. You have to just back yourself. Just say, we're getting home, and as long as it takes, it is what it is.
Yeah, time it as best you can, and then that's it, mate.
Yeah.
Right, so back in straight in, right, John McLeish, Who was your favourite teacher in school and why? Andy, I know you nearly got leathered by yours, so if you could give me favourite person always put the army instead. The Marines, John, the Marines. Now I have, you know what, Mr. Ward, the one who nearly leathered me, he was a boss teacher, but he wasn't my favourite. My favourite was a teacher called, she changed the name, it was Miss McPhillips, but her name's now Miss Malani. She got married. She was an English teacher. And did you ever find any of your teachers like were from out of town or not from wherever? This teacher was from Bootle and like just knew the people, knew us, because she was like one of us, do you know what I mean? And I got my best grade with her. Absolutely, like she knew I was a bit of a lad, but she knew I loved English, and she really helped me, really inspired me, and I still speak to her now on the old Facebook and that.
Nice.
So Miss Malani, if you ever listen, she's my favourite teacher.
None of mine.
Oh, shut up, lad.
I didn't have one favourite teacher, lad, I promise you.
Whatever.
I promise you I didn't. I wasn't a big... mind you, couldn't it be in junior school?
Yeah, like any.
So my head teacher for my junior school kept watching me play footy pretty much till I was finished.
That's either really nice and supportive or screams nonce.
Nah, he was, honestly. Well, he wasn't like obviously there every week, but he kept like, you know, he sort of built a relationship with me after. He'd always check in.
What's your favourite teacher doing now? He's a nick, he's a nonce.
Yeah, I was head boy at that school.
I wonder why.
That was the shock of my life when I got called out for that, you know.
I definitely think he must have been a nonce then.
No, he's sound lad, can't call him a nonce. He was one of the best teachers going. That school was unreal. But yeah, in senior school there was none. I
Really?
didn't connect with any of them. But in senior school I was like one of yous in military, lad. I knew what I was just like, I know what I need to do to get by. I didn't want to be on like first name terms with any teachers. The grey man. We had a couple of lads who played footy with us and that, and then they'd like be mates with the like not mates, but you know, the PE teachers. To be like I'd be like, no way, I'm not getting involved in that.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. So I was the grey man. But
I think it's important though to have a favourite teacher though. Do you not think?
No, not unless you need help.
Yeah,
you probably needed
yeah.
I got a D, yes.
Nah, Miss Malani, she gave me a lot of confidence, and you could.
Yeah, that's a big thing. But I guess it might be reflection on the standard of teaching.
Yeah.
But I was for me it was more about like I sort of knew where I was going, so I didn't really want to engage. But the teacher I told you about the other week who blagged he had PlayStations, he was the funniest teacher. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to out him because I think he's still thinking, no, but he's not using the PlayStation gag still. But yeah, me head teacher at junior school was a sound fella. Don't know where he is now, but
we had this definitely not one of my favourites, but I had a couple of Marines up this weekend and we were just talking about this guy, and this guy, I won't say his name for obvious reasons, but he was training for Special Forces whilst taking one of the recruit troops through, and we were in like week 20 or something, and I had to do a march, but you're carrying quite a lot of kit, and it was like you're carrying your Bergen, so it's a lot, it's heavy.
Why is it called a Bergen? I always wondered that. Why is it called a Bergen?
No idea.
It's just a bag, innit?
Yeah, but to find a bag, it's not like a handbag.
Yeah, but like that's like a backpack, it's not a handbag, is it?
Like that's a day sack, or you get like a bigger one.
I always wondered that, Bergen.
I don't know the word, but so anyway, we've got a Bergen on. And then he comes up and he does this little speech, and because he was training for Special Forces, he was like, listen, my fucking Bergen's double fucking yours. If you don't believe me, come out here. I made one of us come out and like weigh it on some scales, and it was like 20 kilos heavier than ours.
Does it feel like, when you carry them, obviously because you have like straps and that, don't you?
Yeah.
Does it feel that heavy?
Yeah.
Because I was in that SASU Days Wins thing, and I was like, there's no way it's that heavy.
Lad, yeah. Well, I was only probably 65, 70 kilo, and I swear I was carrying something that was like 50 kilo.
I was going to say it's counterproductive, but how else do you do it?
Yeah, you've got to be able to carry your kit to the fight, haven't you?
Mad
so
drones.
Anyway, we're there, and he goes like, this fella's like, right, everyone, I've just showed you I'm carrying more weight than you. No one best fucking drop to the back. Keep up with me. And I was like 3/4 of the way to the back before we'd even started, just how we were lined up. And I seen him start. Was meant to be a walk. Lad, he started jogging. And it's just like a concertina effect, you know what I mean? It's like dominoes, and I can just go, oh my fucking God, he's got... Lad, and he just ran. He ran for like 20 miles.
And you had to run as well?
Yeah, well, he was stopping for a bit, and then he'd run again, he'd stop again. Lad, it was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life.
Sod that, mate.
So he was not one of my favourite people, but apparently he's meant to be a nice fella, now that he's not like on the training team.
Would you do SAS who dares wins.
I'd like to, yeah. I don't think you can, though, if you've been ex-military, can you?
Can't you know?
Don't think so, no.
I remember there was a guy in there who blacked he was.
Yeah. Come after them when you do that.
Yeah, they went mental. Yeah.
Said he was a parrot, didn't he?
He was everywhere. Yeah. But I've the new
I'm meant to be
celebrity-
working with Foxy soon.
Oh yeah.
Might be going to Iceland with him yet to do a talk.
He's me
He's everyone's favourite,
Yeah.
Foxy.
because he's just. I think he doesn't want to be a celebrity. Does
Nah, he doesn't know.
He?
Darren Garmy, what's happening? Darren, he says, alright lads, what is the best and worst bit of advice you have ever been given in life?
Best advice that I've ever been given, and I learnt it well too late, is that hard work beats talent. That was because I never believed it, and someone sat me down and was like, I was someone who's a good teacher actually, a tutor that I had in me college, was like done a whole thing of like people who were talented that he knew, and people that he worked that like at my point had worked hard, and that was like 3 people, but like he showed me where they went. And this list of talent was like 50, and he was like, he's doing this, he's doing this, he's fucked, and like there was 3 people.
It's great how he sat you down and shown you, not
but
just said something.
3 people with names and that, and he was like, you know, a couple of them had went on to like the football league and stuff, and he was like, they were the hardest working people I knew, and they'd all got to a good point.
That's good advice. I can't think of an actual like proper moment someone's gave me, like, you know, really, there will have been loads, no doubt.
Don't eat yellow snow.
Don't eat yellow snow's a cracker.
Life advice, isn't it?
I don't know who's actually given me this advice, but like advice I kind of use myself and spout. I've obviously heard it somewhere. Is like, you know, life's challenges and adversities don't define who you are. It's how you react to them.
Yeah, that's a boss one.
I think that because there's so many people who could just live their life and go, well, this has happened to me. It's fucking not my fault. I mean, and I'm now a product of that. And it's like, no, you're not. You're a product of how you've reacted to it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You've took it on board. Yeah, it's shit. It's happened to you, but it's on you now to make it a positive. You know. So
one that I've took with me that I don't even know where I got it from is don't make permanent decisions based on temporary feelings. Because that I used to do a lot of stuff like that, like get over emotional about something. Say like, don't know, say I fell out with someone, and then I'd be like, I'm never talking to them again.
Yeah.
And then you're like, no, like just calm down a little bit, speak to them, sorted. Like, but like when I was like 20, I was like that, man.
Linked that advice, right? It's quite funny. I remember, right? I had this like holiday romance in America with this girl, right? And I had just a boss couple of weeks. I think it was more the fact that I'm like in Washington and I was just fucking shagging this girl. It was great. But lads, I remember like we didn't like fall in love or not with each other, but it was like a proper holiday romance. It was intense. Anyway, she said a bit of advice she always got, which she was like, don't tell you love someone either 5 minutes before you have sex, don't ever say you love someone 10 minutes before you have sex or 10 minutes after you've had sex. Because
like for the clarity that you get.
Well, yeah, it's a bit like you're saying, you know, when you're angry, but don't say, I ain't never speaking to you again. You think about it, the 10 minutes before you're shagging, you're like, anything, I just need to shag fucking. I'll say
People's that big.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You wishing the world away in anyone, yeah, Albert, I'll disown Albert, yeah, just let me fucking shag him. 10 minutes after sex, you're in that kind of love thing. It's, I love you. I think that's good advice.
Yeah, I mean, to go really, really practical is really good advice, yeah.
No, but you can think, you know, like, I think that's definitely not the best advice I've ever heard.
Don't tell people you love them.
Just what you're saying that.
Yeah, worst advice I've ever given? Don't know. It's hard.
Worst advice, I think, is, in fact, you know what? Listen, my dad, loved him to bits, but he gave me bad advice once. And I'm very much optimistic, you know, very much, listen, the sky's them, you can achieve anything you want. And he says to me once, he went, I said, I don't know what to do about, like, whether I should get, like, a normal job again or whether it was, but I really want to do this speaking and all that. And he went, you just need to start fucking being normal. And I went, fucking nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Not being normal.
Yeah, because normal's such a grey area, isn't it?
He's like, just be normal like everyone else. And I was like, nah, I want to do the speaking, I want to do this, I want to do that, And him being just be normal, I thought, imagine if I'd listened to him. There'd be no Andy Grant motivational speaker, no Legged podcast, there'd be Andy Grant working in a factory. Not that there's anything wrong working in a factory.
No, just doesn't suit you.
That didn't suit me.
Yeah.
And to be told, just be normal, I thought, fuck that.
I think that's, I say that to my kids all the time. Like I always say to Sophia, don't let anyone put you in a box. And I think it's such a big thing. Like I hate the idea of someone saying, like, for example, she wants to do at the minute she's doing like cheerleading, but she's not that flexible. but she's like sort of going for it. She's trying to get better. She's only done like 2 lessons, but already she's going, I'm not that flexible. And but like some other people might say like, oh, we'll just try something else. But then you think, don't get told, oh no, you're not flexible, so you can't do that.
It, yeah.
Just keep going. Like if it naturally comes to an end, then it comes to an end. You know what I mean? But don't let somebody else go.
No.
No, it's not for you. And I think that's probably good advice. But I've not really had bad advice, if I'm totally honest, because probably through my own stubbornness, because I've never listened to people who give me bad advice. There's only a select few people in the world who I'd take advice from. People have given me advice, but it's gone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's only a few people in the world.
On the all asking advice thing, I think we might have mentioned it before, or I've definitely spoken to you about it before, is be careful of how much advice you fucking ask for.
Yeah.
Because you'll only end up doing what you want to do yourself.
Yeah.
So I've been in situations now, I asked 3 different people what I should do, and they gave me 3 different bits of information, and I felt in a worse position.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember going on that, like, granddads are great. But I remember going to my granddad before I'd told my mum and dad that I was having a baby first time. And I was like, it's fucking great this. I said to him, like, I'm having a baby. And he was like, it's right, well done. I was like, I don't know what to do with me. And I said, do you reckon I should tell my mum and dad now? And he said, do what you fucking want. And I said, what do you mean? He said, do you want to tell your mum and dad? And I was like, yeah. He was like, fucking do it then. Because, like, when you're in your mind, you think, if I tell my dad, he'll react this way. If I tell my mum, she might get upset. Even though they were happy. Yeah, but it was just him saying, do you fucking want to do it? Just do it. Don't worry about the consequence on the other side of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Greg Jenkins, what's happening, lad? He says, if you had to eat the same meal 3 times a day, what would it be? Pizza. Pizza's a good one.
Just wouldn't get bored.
Pizza wouldn't be a bad one.
Because even if you've had a pizza the night before, if someone goes, you want to get a pizza, it's very rare you go, nah.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Pizza's up there. You know what I'd eat? It's so bland and it's so boring, and I know everyone will be like, fuck off. But I honestly could eat it, because I don't view food like some people do, you know what I mean? I'm just like, listen, it's good for you, I'll eat it. I reckon I could eat a bowl of tuna pasta 3 times a day.
Oh, could you? Rough that.
I reckon I could, you know.
Do you know I've got a similar thing that I eat like probably 5 mornings out of 7, and it's just like it's just annoying. So I have a brown piece of toast which I don't even like. I know the amount of shit you give me for brown toast. No, I like it toast. I don't like bread. A scrambled egg and 2 pieces of bacon on top. I don't even have sauce or anything. That's fine. I know, but it's just like it is fine until you eat it 5 times a week. I had it this morning. I'm just like, I like it, but I don't. Do you know what I mean? But it's just ingrained in me now. It's not a bad shout though to have that 3. Yeah. I'm gonna go tuna pasta. You just be carved up to the yin yangs. But like, fuck it. Hey, you could do that diet keto. What does that again? What high is that? Fat, no carbs, basically, or little carbs. Is that just loads of meat, isn't it? Yeah, pure meat. I've seen a thing. I was watching I reckon I could. Went to bed the other night and I was just on Channel 4 and it was, do you know where they put like 5 celebrities on a diet and like the little channel there was a lad out of it, I think he was in like Blue or something, the band, and he put him on the keto diet and he was like, this is fucking sound. It was like, his breakfast like bacon, sausage. Great. I honestly reckon if I had a chef, right, I could do any diet you threw at me. If I had someone making them and preparing them for me, I could do it. Yeah. What comes into, I think, how hard a diet is the prep. I mean, some of these lifestyles that people have, it's impossible to fucking work your 9 till 5, go to the gym, pick the kids up from school, walk the dog, come home, and then make a specific vegan diet. Yeah, I agree. When it's not, it's just easy to fucking sometimes, I know, boil a couple of fry fucking bits of chicken or something. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, if I had someone saying to me, look, you're a vegan, you don't eat that. Look, you're on a keto diet, you don't eat that. I think I'd be alright. Yeah. I mean, having a chef would be unreal, innit? My diet falls off because, for example, something gets in the way. Like, yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would go, I want to eat so-and-so. But then, say you could plan, right, we're having salmon and vegetables for our dinner. And I get, people would go to you, but you're not disciplined then, and you're probably right. But then you could have a nightmare with the kids or something. Gets to 8 o'clock and you're like, we're not going to stand around and cook salmon now, are we? So that was me last night. Chippy last night. It just, well, what I find hard is, you know, people who like fitness PTs or whatever, and they're like, you know, do this, you know, it's like I do it. I get up and I eat this and then I go and work out and then do this, and I get it. And it's great advice, it really is. But not everyone's life is like
Yeah.
that. It's very difficult, isn't it?
Mm.
To fit it around things that pop up. Because in my life, shit pops up
Yeah.
all the time that I don't plan for.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know
Oh,
what I
no,
mean?
100%. That is. It's people's lifestyles, and it's so hard. That's why social media is so fucked.
Yeah.
Because you see someone's life and you're like, wow, that looks dead easy for them.
Yeah.
And that's because they haven't got all the other responsibilities that you've got in your life.
Yeah.
But on the whole thing, mate, if I won the lottery, mate, a chef would be my first
yeah.
kind of, you
I'll
know.
have a chef.
I'd put a chef on, how much a chef's? About 40, 50 grand a year.
Don't know, for a good one, you need to pay, you know.
Yeah, but I'd be like, live in my
You
house,
don't do the shopping and all
go
that.
and get like put him in a little room in my house.
Serving quarters.
Well, how else could
Breakfast!
how else could he be your chef?
Oh, fucking give him a quilt on the couch, innit?
A quilt on the
I
couch.
gotta do that, when he comes home.
Fucking
But
hell.
yeah, I would have a chef in the driveway, I'm not gonna lie.
Here's one I kind of got mentioned before. How come all the hard lads in school ended up doing fuck all with themselves, and how come all the belter birds ended up 3 kids deep at 17? It is mad, that,
Is
isn't
it
it?
exclusive?
Do you not have that kind of in your school?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I just don't really know where everyone went, although my school year produced 5 murderers.
Did it?
5. Well, what do you call it? Well, they're convicted and gone down for murder, so yeah, the murders, aren't
Wow.
they? Yeah. But I don't really know, yeah. But I know some people who I'm still in touch with, right? Which is kind of the opposite to this, who had everything in their life set for them to go down the wrong road. And they now live a very
Nice
good
people.
life, and they've got good businesses and they've got good things going on. So, but yeah, I mean, I know what you mean.
Yeah, and one of the hardest lads in my year is he's a plasterer. He's done some work for me, nice lad.
Fill you in.
Yeah, film me. I think he's a plasterer anyway. Yeah, he is. Might
You
do,
hope
like,
so.
build.
Just got you.
No, but
you
he
got
does like
Mr.
building stuff and all
Yeah.
that. Few of the other I don't know what the other like
No,
two I can think of are
It's
doing.
mad how you just lose.
I'm probably glad. I'm
Might
glad
go,
to
down, might go down a Google fucking.
rabbit hole, Facebook rabbit
Where
hole.
is this guy?
I do agree though that some of the belter birds in school
I went to an all boys school.
ain't so belter now.
All boys school, me.
There's some birds in our school who are like, you think, fuck off, man. She looks. Oh, I got such a funny story. So so you don't even like birds, really, do you? Properly, like fucking juniors or whatever.
Don't know about you, lad. You were ready, you.
But like, I always remember this girl. I won't say her name, but she was. I thought she was fucking unreal, and like, you know, when Facebook came in like years later,
Yeah.
like I fucking thingied her, and no, it was so sad because in my head
She was worldy.
she was like, yeah,
Yeah.
and you know, like when reality hit, I was like, you are not this like thing of beauty I once imagined. And this was only in like from juniors or like prime, juniors or prime, whatever it was, like year 4 or something, year 5, and then like year 9, year 10, I was like, oh my god, found it, clicked on it. That's not you.
Yeah, I mean.
There's some birds though who, like, when we were kids and that, who were like, you thought nah, and you look at them now, you go, wow, you've turned out well.
I went to an all boys school, lad. I just didn't have it.
I couldn't imagine that.
It was bad, you know. Then again, like, it's only bad now I look back on it. At the time,
What did you do?
I didn't.
Who did you speak to?
Yeah, I don't know. We just beasted on teachers. Like, oh, fit hell. But
I couldn't imagine that,
mad,
you know.
it was mad. My school was so weird, though. So weird.
What school did you go to?
Cardlina.
I've done a talk in there, actually.
All boys school. But it was it was just sport dependent, lad. Everything was around sport.
Fucking
Everything.
hell, lad. Everything was dependent on birds in our school.
I know. We had a bird school next door.
It's alright.
That was literally it.
Did you get to know them and that, like?
Well, from junior school, they went there and we went there.
Oh, so you knew of
Oh yeah, we
girls
knew.
then?
Yeah, we knew girls. Yeah, we didn't fucking just go through our life not knowing any females. But yeah, it was
Sort of
mad. We just
social
didn't like.
experiment.
Yeah, we just didn't like coexist in school. Just mad on.
He also says, was there anyone in your school that turned out completely different to what you expected?
Yeah, I can't say why, but like I just
Yeah.
yeah.
I was a bit close to home, innit, to start, like, naming...
No, but I mean,
things.
like I just told you what happened in my school year.
Right, so, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Anyone
I'll be
in my-
no more next week, me.
Anyone in my school that turned out completely different to what you'd expected? Um,
Have you ever bumped into someone from school and gone, like, sound you? No, do you know what I mean? I went to school with the 2 lads from the Have a Word podcast. I mean, I don't think either of us would have thought
Were you mates in school?
Yeah, we weren't close mates, but we were, friendly. As I said to you, I was friendly with everyone. What do you call it? Social butterfly.
Social butterfly.
But yeah, like the success them lads have had, like you couldn't have called it, but you couldn't call that for anyone, could you?
I know one lad who's gone on to be a fucking not a very successful one by all accounts, but a drug dealer, and I just thought, no way, you would. I did not have you down for that.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
No way, not you.
Not you. Sean, he says, is there anything you done in school that you now regret and cringe when thinking of it? For example, a lad in my school who I was friendly with, but in completely different circles and groups, told me in confidence that he was a witch way before Harry Potter was a thing, and that he knows spells. Me being a daft kid thought this was too funny not to tell the lads, and then the next day I walk out to the yard for a break, and there he was, the witch, being chased around by probably after school, some on broom shouting witch, witch.
No.
Our eyes met and I could see the betrayal in him. I still to this day think it was funny, but also feel bad he got hounded by everyone for the rest of his secondary school life.
Lad, that's the worst.
He defo put a spell on me because I got shit GCSEs. That's great, that, Sean.
That's awful. Like, can you imagine just his eyes like, you betrayed me?
That's a great story, that. That's cringy, look back now.
I do look back and cringe at a lot of stuff I did. Like,
yeah, I fucking probably done loads. It
wasn't. I remember.
Do you know what I done once, which was fucking out? This wasn't even cringy. This was just alas, and it comes across like bullying, and it weren't bullying. This lad's busy now as well. That whole thing. Now I get bullied in school, and but it wasn't. He was my mate.
Yeah.
But it was fucking alas what I'd done. It wasn't in school hours, but it was after school. It was around Mizzy night, and we all had eggs on us. And like there's a group there, and we're all standing together, and then this lad. Brendan, his name was. I mean, like, if I saw him now, I'd say hello and that, but I've not seen him for fucking years. But I know he's, I'm sure he's in the police. And he was walking with a few other people, and we were just standing there, and then someone went, do you reckon you could ping one on their heads as they're walking? And I went, yeah, go on, give it a go. Lad, I'm the worst thrower in the world, and somehow I got this egg, lad.
Brendan.
It went miles. Lad pinged on his head. Like the most perfect shot.
When you're mates, like,
and I felt that, yeah, because it was one of them you throw, you're never gonna hit it.
Yeah.
And it hit him.
Oh my God.
And I was like, shit.
Sorry, lad.
And I was just like, I'm so sorry, lad.
Yeah.
And he's like, what did you expect to happen? I didn't fucking hit you.
Oh, it's heavy, that.
I felt alas.
Mine didn't happen in school. I've just remembered it now. Like, so I used to get the bus home from. So my school was in West Eye, but I lived in Iton, so it was a fair fucking bus there and journey. So remember where the old A was?
Yeah.
I used to get the bus from facing there, and anyway there'd be loads of kids getting on, and it was regularly the same driver, but like loads of people would bunk on, but I never would. I'd always pay because like me last I was like the last person at school to get off, so I'd always like he'd go by or whatever. I didn't even know her name, and anyway like we all crushed on one day, and like I got to the front, but then like bunked on because I'm trying to be cool with my mates, and then not thought nothing of it, and as I'm getting off, the fella went, so I'm like 15, I'm in like last year of school. The fella was like, I seen you bunk on there, didn't expect that from you.
Oh.
And like but like consistently throughout this, like every couple of times a week, he'd go like, oh, let's see you later, mate. And I go, nice one, mate, see you later.
Oh,
and then literally I've walked to the front of the bus like to get off, and he's just gone, oh, I didn't expect
it's like that whole, what's that, building someone's trust to take a lifetime, and it goes like that.
But I was so bang on, I got to the front now, I was just like trying to dodge off. But like I remember getting off the bus and just thinking, oh my God, like that feels horrible.
We used to rob our dinner in school, and I never got nicked, but seeing someone get nicked was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
So what you'd do is you'd get your go through it, your plate and your tray and that, and you go there, but all the knives and forks would be at the end. So what you do is you'd kind of go up for a bit, and then you'd come back round to a Yui, and then just go as if you're grabbing your knife and fork, and she'd go, have you paid? And you go, yeah, so they never had no knives and forks there. And you'd half get away with it. And sometimes I'd sit down and someone would get away with it. It's like, how cringy, you're not paying £1 for your chips and beans.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's a proper bad memory back there.
What?
I feel a cunt now. That bus driver, wondering where he is. Oh,
stuff like that's horrible though, isn't it?
Just 'cause I was the last fucking person off the bus. Oh,
I can't think of
shake it off.
That's funny that though, but it's bad, isn't it? Things can happen in school though, and it doesn't leave you. Like a name just doesn't leave you.
No, heavy lad. at our school. Just had a you-know-what on webcam.
What?
Little ham shank.
Did he, yeah?
And it just stick to them forever, yeah.
It's heavy, that stuff, you know. Heavy.
I know, I've seen there's like a comedian called Joel something, and he was on that League of Their Own, and he done it, and they were all levering about it, and that's what brought the memory. I was like, oh yeah,
I think when shit like that happens, you've just got to own it, but it's hard to do that in school when you're a kid.
Because the confidence just isn't there.
Nah. Now if something
You know what I
happened,
mean?
if someone said to me, fucking hell, you fucking sent a dick pic last week. By the way, if anyone ever comes at you right and goes, and I've never sent a dick pic in my life, you know. Never.
Is that intelligence or insecurity?
Just intelligence, yeah.
Send a dick pic. Nope.
No, but if someone said, you done that, I'd be like, yeah. Someone says, Andy, you don't get your ass licked, don't you? I'd be like, yeah. Fucking right.
It always goes back to dicks and asses.
But you know what I mean? Though, if someone's trying to make me like a cunt, I'd be like, I don't want it. But as a kid, it's difficult though, innit?
It is, yeah, because you just don't have the confidence in yourself.
Imagine that kid going, yeah, so what, I am a fucking witch? It's fucking sounds.
Yeah. You should all get in.
Watch it, lad. Watch the spell I put on you later, lad. Watch.
I wish. He's sick if he did.
Imagine that.
What? I am a
Imagine if like loads of
So
kids
cool.
never turned up the next day in school all shitting themselves.
He's like, what now?
He'd have the best laugh, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
But I loved school though, you know.
I did, lad.
I absolutely loved it.
Our kid hated it, and I just think, why?
That surprises me.
Yeah, but he was a little bastard in school.
Yeah.
I locked him in the bin on his first day. That was bad. Has he ever told you that story?
No.
He said he was losing it. Me and a mate.
You're horrible, you.
So I was in year, don't know what I was in, year 10 or something when he come into school. And we picked him up and we put him in the bin. But he was like them big like maroon ones with like the closed over. So we put stuff on top of it and everything. He was in the bin for ages.
Jay, you listening, lad?
And he got it
I would have battered him for you if I'd seen him do that.
My ma went mad.
No shit.
He was come home, he's going, me blazer stinks.
Oh, Jay, I want to batter him after this.
I didn't feel sorry on him, but like the next day on the way to school, he's going, "You're not going to do it again, are you?" No.
In fact, the last one on the school thing, what I did feel really shitty about is, I think I've said on a pod before, like I was never proper horrible naughty. I was just a pain, like, do you know what I mean? Just a pain in the ass for the teachers, talking too much and having a laugh. And my mate Anthony had done something, and then I'd done something. We were just like taking the piss and causing, just, you know, causing shit in the class. And she'd kicked us both out, and me and him were just outside in the corridor, like laughing still. And apparently she come in and had like a bit of a breakdown or something. Was just like, them two are the reason why I don't like teaching anymore, and I'm fucking sick of it. And you know, and then
stood there,
and I come in afterwards, and everyone was like laughing with us. And then when we come back in, everyone was a bit like, nah, use our last use.
Yeah, you just need to get a grip, use like.
Yeah,
people.
That's fucking. Yeah, that's making me feel shit now.
I wish we didn't fucking ask that question.
I know. I'm making it sound like it was horrible in school. It was alright. Luke, what's happening? Luke, he says, what's the most awkward, mundane, day-to-day thing you hate doing? Mine's getting a new tyre on. Just stood there looking like a ming. Do you watch them or do you speak them or what? Yeah.
I hate stuff like that.
Here's mine. Well, this isn't a daily thing, but I'll just let slip that I'm half a Tory and I have cleaners coming every 2 weeks.
Half a Tory.
It's half a Tory behaviour, but I don't care. I'm going to own it. Every 2 weeks, my mate comes in. Well, he's becoming like my mate now, type thing. Comes in, clean, and I can't be there while he's there.
Why? Does he listen?
I don't know. I don't think he does. No, but nice lad, Jay, and that. Got his own little business doing it. Now he's doing really well.
You just don't want the small talk?
No, I do speak to him and stuff when he comes in, but I feel like I can't sit there and just watch him clean my house while I'm sitting there.
That's weird, though.
Can I? What do you do?
Yeah.
So I speak to him and like, what's happening, lad? Yeah, I did it. But when he starts his job with like his co-worker, I can't just be there like
two people on your gaff,
putting my feet up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Come on, boys, chop.
While he's hoovering, my legs are there, Andy.
Do you know
that's not an everyday thing. That's only every 2 weeks.
Yeah. I hate customer service. You know, when like.
Yeah, but you don't have that every day. Saying that he doesn't have his tire every day, I guess, does he?
But like the other day, I had to take something back, and I was like, I don't want to do this, and I asked Emily to do it for me, and she was like, no, go and do it yourself. Said sound, and she was like, why are you there? I bought Joshua school pants, but they don't fit. Take them back as well. Here's the receipt. And lad, to me, that's I can't do it. I hate it. So like, what she wanted me to do was to go with my thing with the receipt, Joshua's thing, and go like, can I exchange these for this size and that? I had to abort mission.
Did you not do
I
it?
couldn't do it, lad. I've still got the keks that are mine because I don't want to take them back. I ate it.
Why?
And she went and done Joshua's. She was like, you are a gimp. And I said, I know, but I
What
hate
can't
it.
you do about it?
I don't know, in case they like query you. I don't feel confident enough to say, no, they're wrong.
I don't have all the answers.
Yeah, lad, customer service gets me, you know.
Mm.
I hate it.
I like a boring, mundane things in like the day though. Like making your bed.
Yeah.
I've got like loads of pillows on my bed, so it's like
I hate people who do that.
yeah.
Why?
I've got a throw and like 8 pillows on my bed.
You're a gimpy, lad. Emily done it to our bed once and I launched them all off. Lad, why, when people have like massive, little bit small, little bit small, little bit...
Yeah, that's me.
Stupid.
That's me.
It's a fashion thing. Stupid.
No, I've got me obviously my duvet's there, so I've got like my 2 pillows, and then it's a double bed, so there's 2 pillows there, so like there's 4, and then like two big massive pillows, and then another 2 like smaller pillows
what
you'd
do
have
you
on
do
the
overnight?
couch. Throw them all on the floor
So why do you have them then?
because it looks nice.
It doesn't.
And then
It looks stupid.
I've got a throw at the end of the bed as well.
Yeah, I don't mind a little throw, like, but
So I ate in
don't
the
have one
morning
of them
having
on
to
bed.
put all that back on.
just don't have it on. Just make your bed.
Here's one for you. When you make your bed, do you put your pillows on top of the duvet or the duvet on top of the pillows?
Don't know, I don't do it that much.
Oh, Emily just makes it.
The one thing I do...
I would love to see, right? See, I think, I'm not trying to be rude here, thinking about getting with your missus, but if we just swap lives for a minute and I lived in your house, I think I'd be like a respectable husband, you know, decent father, and we'd get on all right.
Nah,
me
she's
me
gonna
and the
go on a
little...
piss 6 days a week.
Me and the little... Well, yeah, if she could be all right with me being out, maybe. But I think I would slot into the Neil family affairs quite well. I would love to see you on your own, lad, you know.
I'm got to be on my own in a couple of weeks. A free kid, she's going to Dublin.
Oh, we should just do a podcast from
And
your house.
do you know what? The kids I can do all for the kids, no problem.
I know you're a
just
good
can't
dad.
do-
I've seen you be a good
I
dad.
can't do the house.
I want to see you in a house on your own.
Yeah.
No, Emily. When there's actual work to do, you're not having my cleaners either. You've got to be on your own in a house.
She worked through she was a key worker through lockdown, and I was on furlough or whatever. Oh my god, it was chaos. You know what?
I'd love to just see you in the kitchen.
I'm good in the kitchen. Can do a bit.
I'd love to see you then in the shops getting stuff for the kitchen.
Stress.
See what I mean?
Lad, she sent me.
You'd be
Lad,
fucked.
Do you know Emily sent me the Aldi ones, right? And she can memorise the aisles
I think most people can.
and then give me a list, and I was just going, "This is fucking easy." This.
How often do you do a shop?
Once every 6 months.
Wow.
Emily does it like that. She's good at it.
Wow.
Like,
Do you know how disrespectful it sounds? Me missus shops, lad, she's good at buying food.
if I said to Emily, right, I'm doing the food shop this week, she'd go, "You're not."
Yeah, but
Because she likes to get what she wants, and
but
she,
you do that
she plans
shitty
the meals
thing
and that.
where you shit at something on purpose so no one asks you again.
Yeah.
That's you.
Do you know what? One thing I am good at that, and it's bad because I owe an apology to a lot of people. Do you know, like, DIY? I'm not good at it, but say if we got, like, I don't know, not like IKEA stuff or something like that, I can put it together quite easily. But I'd never like to do it in case other people in my family say, "I've got these, would you like to come and help?" I'd be like, "No."
That's so fucking selfish, lad.
I know it is, but I just like that, lad. But yeah, like I couldn't live without her, like. But yeah, I do a bit. I'm good with the like, for example, when she, like, my house won't be anywhere near her level, but like when she goes to Dublin in a few weeks, she can go without a care in the world and know that I'll do everything. I'm just not as good as her. Well, I don't think
We'll
there's
see.
There's only shame in
No,
that.
it's no.
But yeah, I might have to take 2 weeks off the podcast.
Yeah. Lee Truman, what's happening? Lee says, if Cinderella's shoes fit her perfectly, then why did it fall off?
Skank. She wanted to get found by someone.
Do you reckon she took it off on purpose?
Yeah, lad, look at the life she was having.
Yeah.
Little servant. Just went, shoo, see,
Seen a little fitty.
it's me way out.
Prince Fitty.
Yeah.
Oh, slipped that off. Oh.
Yeah. I think she's completely clever.
Have you seen all those things that have come out? Like, it's all like the kind of Me Too, far left, like, thing. And it's all like, these stories aren't like,
Yeah,
shouldn't
don't-
be told now.
Yeah.
You should, little girls shouldn't grow up being told that a kiss from Prince Charming would wake them up. It's a fucking stupid fucking story, man. It's not real life.
No, it's more importantly, it's imagination.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, if
But
you
there's
start
calls
closing
for all
people's
these now.
imagination down, you're done.
You know, all these fucking crazy
Yeah.
fucking activists who are like, you know, women's rights, women shouldn't grow up knowing that. Well, fucking women don't grow up knowing that they're going to be brought up by 7 fucking dwarfs named fucking Sleepy, fucking Lazy, Hungry, whatever his names are.
The other day, I think they're like, I agree with, I think I've said that on the podcast, I think if more women were in like CEO positions, then a lot of businesses that are failing wouldn't be. Because of just... You're
just trying to suck up to the
No, I genuinely think that. But the other side of it, where it's like, I hate the thing of like, women can do every job. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think there's certain jobs in the world that a man is better at, just naturally. And I also think there's jobs in the world that a woman will always be better at. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, there's not. It's just people trying to make everyone the fucking same.
But it's like if people go, I think there's a clip that goes around on Instagram where it's like, I think a woman says like 97% of the carpenters in America are male, and the woman's like, for now, like, we can train to be carpenters. And it's like, oh yeah, you can, no problem. If you want to be a carpenter as a female, go for it. Same way if you want to, I don't know, like, I guess 99% of midwives are female. There's certain just industries that just suit a male and female better.
Midwife's a good point. Would you want, as a woman, let us know, women, would you want a man with midwife?
I guess you wouldn't, would you?
A mid's husband? It's not a midwife, a mid's husband?
That's what I mean, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I
would naturally feel more, like, when we had the baby, the midwife was amazing, and I naturally felt at ease. Yeah. I think I would feel a bit weird if there was a man.
Would you?
I think I would, probably.
Yeah.
Not that, like, you know, not from a sexual sort of thing. I just think naturally your confidence is in women in that field, isn't it?
Yeah. I seen a brilliant thing on Bill Burr's new special. And he's talking about women, feminists and stuff like that. And how, like, there's a big thing of women's football at the minute, and they're like, make it more popular. And he basically makes the argument, and he's like, listen, us men, we've got our own, we support men. You know, women, go and support women's sport. Do you know what I mean? And he makes this great, if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. I won't do it justice. But it's like, you know, if you women stopped watching fucking the Kardashians and like fucking Housewives of fucking Cheshire and Housewives of LA or whatever, and supported women's sport rather than asking men to support men's sport and then women's sport. Yeah. He's like, there wouldn't be this big disparity of like, you know.
I also think though on the flip side of that, like the way a lot of men will go like, you know, I've worked all week on a Saturday, I want to go out with the boys. I think if that flipped to women and they were like, for example, like you were at home and the woman was like, oh yeah, the early girls kick-off's on, I'm going to go to Boozer for 11, watch that at R12 and stay out for the R5. I think a lot of men would be like, oh, but the other week when we went to the Liverpool game, I left man at 10:15. My missus didn't bat an eyelid. She was like, all right, Sam, let me know when you're back. I think if that flipped, men would be like, nah.
But I just think, again, maybe I'm old school, but there are certain, I'm not saying that's one of them, but for example, my dad used to always have this argument with me. He was a firefighter for 30 years, and because of all these kind of new rules that come in, you know, certain amount of women have to be in the job. Now, if your house was burning, you know, and you were asleep in bed, would you want a fella, you know, a 6-foot fella? I'm not saying all firefighters are 6 foot and super fit, by the way, but would you like, you know, want a grown size fella coming in and grabbing you, your missus and kids, or would you want women who are 5'3" coming in who maybe weigh 50 kilos?
Yeah, it's definitely a point, isn't it?
It's, I mean, and that's not being sexist. That's just like if it was your ass on the line, who'd you want picking you up? A 6'3" fella, honest, or a 5'3", you know?
It's the weird thing is like even us discussing it now. I'm sure there'll be people listening going,
yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I think you have to be able to discuss it. Like as I said to you before, I firmly believe that more women should be in prominent positions in business, but I don't see it happening. But in the same way that I don't see, you know, men being completely overrun in certain you know, in certain industries where, you know, women want to do it. I think. And if you were deadly honest, equilibrium, isn't it?
If women were 100% really honest, would they want to be a carpenter to try and break into that fucking 98% that men do?
I think there's probably 1% who might.
How many women want to be doing that?
Yeah. I just think there's a horrible thing at the minute where like instead of allowing men and women to coexist and do the jobs and, you know, all have, you know, a woman has this job, man has this job, and everyone coexists in a happy way. There's this mad thing to go against each other. Yeah. Be like super masculine or be like mad feminist and be like, do you know what I mean? Go against each other. Say they're pigs and you say, nah, women are a problem. Instead of just going, yeah, women are boss at these jobs, men are good at these jobs. Let's all just be happy about it.
Yeah. I agree. Cameron Pugh, he says, yes, fellas, a riddle. What has 13 hearts but no organs? What can fly but has no wings?
The fly but has no wings?
The 13 hearts but no organs. I want to say a worm.
No.
I think, honestly, if you chop a
worm
worm
has
up...
13 hearts, lad. Get a fucking...
if you chop a worm up, lad, it
doesn't
survives.
Have 13, yeah, but doesn't have 13 hearts. What has no wings but can't fly?
Oh my God, I know what has 13 hearts.
Deck of cards?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Is it though? I don't think it is.
It's not a worm, I was joking, cut that
No,
bit.
you wasn't joking. How
No,
many
a worm.
How many cards in a deck of cards?
4 suits, isn't there?
Is it 52?
Yeah, nah, so 10 hearts. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then Jack, Queen, King.
Yes, okay, we've got that one. What has wings but doesn't fly?
Made up with that, lad.
What is...
No, listen, so you don't think I'm stupid, the worm thing, you could chop a worm in half
I know that, but it doesn't
about
have 13.
13 times.
Yeah, but you don't chop it in half and it goes, haha, 12 to go.
How do you know?
Because it doesn't. What is the question?
What can fly and has no wings?
Sparks. Sparks can fly.
Lads, that might be
It's
it.
not, but it's a good one. It's a valid question, isn't it? It's not, though.
Why isn't it? Sparks fly.
That's a figure of speech, isn't
Lads,
it?
that's it. You've nailed it.
No, I haven't, but...
You've nailed it.
What can fly but has no wings?
Mate, if we can get what has 13 hearts and no organs, a pack of cards, and get this, lads,
Yeah.
we have definitely redeemed ourselves from the last
Totally
riddle.
redeem yourself.
What can fly but has no wings?
What can fly?
I think it's one of those like figure of speech things that you've just said.
Like
honestly,
sparks.
it's got just Google. Let's find the answer. Just put what can fly has no wings riddle. And what can fly but has no wings? It's gotta
This
be.
is going to annoy me now.
If it's not sparks, I'm gonna be wounded. Oh, don't. What is it?
Time.
Ah!
I'm taking sparks.
I think you can throw sparks in
I
there.
can. I want to know people's opinion.
Because it's the same thing. Time flies.
Yeah,
sparks
are
fly.
flying. Yeah. So I have basically.
Made up a new riddle.
Yeah.
Well done,
Smash
lads.
it.
Love that though, Cameron. Keep those coming, lad.
Time's a good one though.
Like going back to school, I put on my Insta, or might have time flies, son. My little girl, man, like going into year 3.
Man.
Me and her mum have got like this photo every year. We do the same place, the same
Yeah.
photo, and she's just like, wow, where is time going?
Scares me, lad.
Scott Kenny, I half want to punch you, lad, for even mentioning Christmas in September, but
No, I'm all about it. I put the deckies up now, me.
I do like the way you are thinking ahead, mate. So well done to the Patreon night out, which we will be definitely doing. James has then jumped in and went, surely it's got to be fancy dress.
I reckon we do fancy dress, or we just open the invite and go to Aintree.
Oh my God, what a shout.
Mm.
The one at the start of December.
Yeah. And just go, right, we're going to Aintree, we're going to be at this bar.
Oh my God, yeah.
Everyone get in. Let's see.
Because you don't even have to be a big gambler or not.
No,
We
you
could
don't. Just go to the racing.
don't even have to have a bet.
We just have a laugh.
That's a shout. Let us look into that, and then we'll start posting some
And I
things.
also think it's fairly affordable for people, because I don't
Yeah,
think
like
it's
20
much,
quid, I think it's ticket, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that could, and then if anyone did want to go out afterwards, it's
Yeah, we
like,
can just go straight to... Yeah,
oh, what a shout, George.
Mm.
That's why you're here, kid.
I'm on fire.
You are on fire today, lad. Ethan Roberts, he says, yes, lads, hope you're good. Is there anyone more annoying than the cunts that jump up as soon as the seatbelt sign goes on
No.
off a plane, and all trying to wrestle to get off the plane the fastest? Yeah. Pisses me off to fucking the yin yang. all that kind of messing. Even the messing of getting on the plane.
Yeah.
It's not gonna go without you, mate. You've got your name on that seat. Just
Relax,
fucking
yeah.
chill.
Mate, I hate people who buy speedy boarding and then stand up. You've bought a pass to get on first. You are getting on first.
I like take it as a bit of a badge of honour if I'm the last one on.
Yeah. I got on my stag do, I booked speedy boarding. You know, on the EasyJet flight.
Without anyone else.
No, there was me and my brother.
This is just the type of behaviour that sums you. It just rises up now and again, and I just think, you selfish bastard.
Everyone was shouting, you fucking Tory.
Lad, that you have got that Tory trait in you, you know.
Which?
You have.
Convenience.
No, to like do something that betters yourself and not tell anyone else. That to me is a Tory trait.
No, it's not.
It is.
I did get a lift home from the boxing the other night.
Oh yeah.
And he pulled on the cable, tried the Hilton.
I think Jay was a bit gutted we stayed out. He was like, did you go out, did you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a Tory trait in you, lad.
I do tend to look after myself. Let me just answer this.
Right, next up, Mark K. What's happening, lad? He says, George, would you date a girl if you knew all of her ex-partners was dead, but you didn't know how they died?
Yeah, I'm a thrill seeker. Just sit there, go, try and get me a bit.
It depends. I think the big question there is how many?
She could just be mad unlucky.
Lad. Well, yeah, if there's like maybe one,
Just cars.
there's one dead ex, then maybe, but if there's like 6...
Yeah, what if she looked at you and she said, look, it's took me a lot to come on this date. Been really like and ahhing.
Unlucky in love.
What's happened to me is like the last 6 people I've been with have died. Like this guy got this fella fell off the Runcorn Bridge, this, you know what I mean? And then
If they were all suspect though, lad.
sitting there like that.
Just like if he took an overdose, he, you know, looking,
Yeah.
his seatbelt failed one day.
His airbag was gone.
I don't think I would, you know.
I mean, yeah, it would be a little bit of a deal breaker, not gonna lie.
I don't think I could do
You
it.
know, we sat down, you went with one of your mates, like, lad, I really like this girl, you know, and he was like, all right, what's the pros and cons of her? He's like, you know, she's beautiful, she's this, that. I reckon we really
I love
get
how
on.
you just try and make out she's bosh in bed. She's
Yeah,
fucking, that'll
and
be
then
the
she goes,
first one.
wow, Sam, what's up with it? Lad, the last 8 fellas have all died.
I think what it genuinely would come down to for me is how many. Like if there was 1 or 2, you think, oh,
What's
fucking hell.
enough, lad?
She-
Double figures. Serial killer. It's only 4.
How many dead exes for you to say no?
Depends.
No,
doesn't it?
honestly,
There's a lot of variables.
I think 2. 2's
No,
enough.
I think 1.
Nah, I could deal with 2.
No, I can deal with 1 because things happen, don't they? But
Yeah, but 2. You could have like a cancer and like a car crash. They're both believable.
fucking shit happens in threes, lad. I ain't getting in the film. I'm going third. No way. If there's 3, I might go 4th.
Nah, if there's over... Oh, yes, shit.
I think, you know, maybe I'd just go for someone who hasn't had any dead exes.
Fuck. Oh, that's a mad question, that, innit?
Lad, my ward, man. I was just thinking, you know, some couples, like, would be into, like, role play or whatever.
Yeah.
Imagine, like, the character you built was a woman who's got 9 dead exes. It's like, no, switch the story.
And she's trying to seduce you.
Just see how much it would take, you know what I mean? With men, though, honest to God, I don't think it'd
I
take
don't think
much.
it'd take much, mate, no.
Bit of sweet talking.
Oh, lad, I know fellas, if they go, listen, I am the best fucking shag in the world, but if you shag me, there's a 1 in 10 chance you're going to die in the next 6 months. I'll take those fucking odds. Fellas are bad, man.
At the 2 o'clock on a Saturday, Sunday morning, when you've been out all day, people...
Then the fucking the harpoon's out.
Yeah.
The fucking... The potential debts there. I'm game. Joe says, me and my mates have came to the conclusion that the hippo is the hardest land animal. Sending one animal to beat it in a fight to the death to save your own life. Wow.
Hard.
Lad, that is a hard question. A hippo's
hard, innit?
a fucking
It's
nails.
the jaw, man.
Hey, do you know why hippos have sex underwater?
Discreet.
Have you tried to get a £50 pussy wet?
No.
Hey!
Lad, I was proper thinking about that, discreet and that.
They're the best jokes. That
No,
really sound like they're going to be real.
That was terrible.
Um,
I reckon elephant. Do you know why?
a hippo ain't... Lad, an elephant isn't killing a hippo.
I do think. Do you know why, lad? There's mad respect, isn't he?
Lad, hippos are like the most dangerous
I know
one
that,
ever.
but there's mad respect in the jungle for elephants. Have you ever seen, like, lions? They always give it a little... Don't go near them.
No, but this is one where we've
natural
like...
hierarchy would land in favour of the elephant, and he might just give it a little front kick.
But that,
Fucking
I don't think a
sit-up
front kick's hurting a hippo, lad.
repeated ones, lad.
Have you seen how fast an elephant can move? Not very.
Yeah, but it's
What does you...
Python-like.
Have you just went... as if an elephant makes that noise?
They can sort of like
Lad.
jump on 4, can't they?
No, and you'll be dead then. If your own life depends on this, you're dead.
I don't know, you know.
I think you got to go a little bit...
Rattlesnake, bang, done. See ya.
I was thinking one of those dragons, Komodo dragons, who've got the poison, and it'd just be a swift bite
Yeah,
to the hippo's leg,
yeah.
get out of dodge, and then just a waiting game then. 6-7 hours maybe, hippo's dead,
Yeah.
I'm alive, thank God. Or I'm picking some sort of vulture who could just sweep down, it'll poke to the eyes, back up again.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're dead, you picked it.
I'm
What do you
done.
say, an
But
elephant?
yeah, I've got a thing for you here. If I give you one of them open top safari cars, right,
Mm.
and I give you a gun with 3 bullets in. And I give you enough food to last for 2 days and enough water. But I just landed you in the middle of the South Africa, say. And I said, right, we're in this like game land. There's no other animals around here. Just, would you rather get, but like these, like you can get tracked. Would you rather get tracked by one male lion or a pack of like hyenas? You've got 3 bullets, so you could probably take a few of the hyenas out, but you'd have 3 goats.
I'd rather be tracked just by the one lion. Mate, those hyenas don't give up, lad.
I know, they're just like...
Even when there's like a lion there, they're still like thinking I'm going to try and get my food back off them.
I seen this on the internet, and I don't think hyenas can climb.
Lions can, lad.
That's what I mean. So if you could get somewhere, take your scran, take your water, leave the whip, and just get in the trees.
Maybe.
And just sit it off.
But then what happens if a lion comes up though?
There's nothing else there. But it's just imagine being on a branch, lad, a little shitty branch, and just seeing them say, oh no.
Yeah, nah, fuck that. And if you fell asleep or something, you fell off the tree.
Whoa!
Nah, that's that. The lion. If you got 3 bullets, lad, you're shooting a lion,
Would you take a shot at him, yeah?
Yeah. I wouldn't want to. I'd try and talk him down first. I wouldn't want to shoot him.
Brother, listen to me.
Yes, lad, listen.
We need to relax. But
yeah,
I always think of mad shit like that.
I love wildlife, mate. I love them.
I do.
Watch them. I watched one last night.
Yeah.
What's the one life hack you have picked up of social media that's not become normal for you? Do you know what I learned the other day? Here's one for you. You can tap the back of your thing and it takes a screenshot.
Fuck off.
Look, just took a screenshot.
That's a belt of that.
Seeing that off social media.
One that I've done is on YouTube. You can take accessibility and you can take guiding off. So that if I was in the back of the car and they give me kids YouTube, when on my phone now, I don't have the kids YouTube. So they can't scroll. Just one video.
Yeah.
And I learned that on Instagram Reels.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, no, mine's the little double tap, but you can change.
It,
you can change that to like be another command if you want.
Has your phone ever been that fucked there? You'd have to do the assisted touch thing. Remember when you did, like the iPhone had like a button? You used to be able to get this like little grey circle.
Oh yeah.
Bad times.
I think that's not a bad little life hack there.
Yeah, that little tapping on.
Yeah.
But yeah, that guided assistant, I can't remember the exact steps, but so you could just give the kid YouTube, but they can't start scrolling and watching Russian lunatics.
Yeah, fucking chopping people's heads off or something. Yeah.
YouTube's mad, you know.
I know.
The kids.
Someone had to go at us the other day saying, "You put 5 ads in 10 minutes." I don't control YouTube.
Yeah.
By the way.
I thought that. Yeah.
Fucking
We sat down and went, what we want to do with the show is put it out on a Friday, but just make sure there's as many ads as possible.
We should be able to get through these questions, but I do just rather wrongly want to just jump ahead a minute because I just think this one, it just caught my eye then and I want to ask you on it. Mark Younger says, if you found out your missus had cheated on you and you decided to forgive her, would you prefer her to have been a blowjob or a shag if you had to choose?
Wow.
Let's remember you've forgiven her now. Okay? So you're sitting there now, back on the couch with her, you know.
Full blown, I reckon. At least she had a good time. I mean, positives to it, isn't he?
I know, but lad, you're thinking, right, look, you've banged someone. She could have just been like lying there, just fucking, it could have been a quick 10-minute, or she could have been like fucking cowboy, like fucking give, like, you know what I mean?
Cowboy.
Giving it loads.
Yeah. I think I prefer that.
Would you?
I think so. I think so. I think so. I've forgiven it, haven't I? So, you know, I've made peace with it.
I know, but your mind's a bad thing, innit?
The unselfish part of me would go, I hope you had a good time.
I think, you know, probably would be shagged to know that she's just sucked on someone's big dick.
Phallus.
And then just took all the jizz down it.
Oh, Drew.
She might have had a facial, she could have swallowed the lot.
Why is your mind
Imagine, right?
No, I don't want to.
No,
thanks.
just imagine if she'd swallowed everything and she didn't even swallow yours.
But now you're bringing variables into the conversation.
Well, he's just left it pretty open, hasn't he?
No, he said
Mark.
you've forgiven it and you just choose one.
Yeah, but and you can't just go, yeah, you've cheated on me, you got shagged, and yet you've given a blowjob. I'd need to know more info. I'd need to know details.
Sat down with a cup of tea. So go on then, from the start.
Now I'd be like, go on then, what was it then? A little quickie, or was it fucking proper session?
You just got to compartmentalize.
I couldn't, lad.
It was one night at a concert.
I think blowjob's more intimate, I think, isn't it?
I don't know, it's just more fucking degrading, isn't it?
Blowjobs, oh, you mean...
Not in that sense, it is, isn't it?
The fact that, yeah.
Don't mean the general act of
I was
doing
going to
it.
say, no, but the fact that maybe she's thought, I'm okay cheating on him, but I can't be arsed shagging it and I just want to suck someone else off. That's going to hurt, that, isn't it? Like, I could understand.
But that's not the rational thought process.
Well, what is
I've
it?
had a long day. He done me head in, so what I want to do is...
I've not shaved me fanny, can't be arsed shagging him, but to piss, to get back at him for not doing the dishes, I want to give someone a blowjob.
Yeah. I think I just prefer the old way.
I'd prefer it to get shagged than to give someone else a
And your
blowjob.
choice of language cracks me up.
I'd prefer it to get shagged. Are you going with that, yeah?
Yeah. Have to.
Both not ideal circumstances.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to ever find myself in that position,
No.
but here we go.
And I hope you haven't, Mark.
Yeah, Mark. I was going to accuse Mark of being that fella that time we spoke about the...
Yeah, was it
might
might
have been, you know. I think it was you, Mark.
Mark's a seedy man like me.
Mark and Andy need to have a pint.
Yeah, we'd have a fucking laugh. Kev Saunders, he says, what's happening, lad? What's the greatest winning bet? My favourite was picking Milan Barros at Euro 2004 to be top scorer at 50-1. Wow.
Proper Liverpool loyalty, that.
That's great bet, though.
No, there was one in boxing the other year when I backed Joe Joyce at 10-1 to stop Daniel Dubois between rounds 7 and 12. That was better because I had the money to bet and I won a nice fair amount. And it was, I enjoyed myself. The best bet I ever done though was Splash of Ginge 33-1 and Liverpool to beat Arsenal. And the double paid 40 quid, paid 1,500 quid.
Wow.
And that £40 I placed on it. Back in the day at university, I was in university, so there was like 6 of us done the same bet. To place £40 down
Big
was
stakes,
like
that, yeah.
3/4 of my daily budget
Yeah.
at the races. So I was going the race with $40.
Yeah. That's a great bet, though.
And 1,500 quid. I remember refreshing the Sky Bet and just seeing it.
My, not so much like the biggest winning ones, like just more that kind of were really fucking needed or really good. Was one time I had went out on a Sunday. There was loads of footy on all day Sunday. There was 3 derbies. There was Celtic Rangers, Birmingham Villa, Liverpool Everton, and the 5:30 kickoff was Man U Tottenham. I had 20 quid on them all to be a draw, and I was in the boozer all day, watched them all, and they all come in as a draw. Paid like 2,300 off 20 quid.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a good one. Just drinking, but just buying everyone in the ale, in the pub on the ale. That was nice. And
frivolous times.
I had another one like that quite recently. Actually, I done a forecast that come in when I right few quid bought everyone in a hyperbar a bevy. But one of the ones I remember was I think I was expected to be getting paid or something on this day, right? I was going to take an Alba's mum to Dubai. We had 5 nights in Dubai booked, and I think I just bought an house or something had just happened, and I was like fucking skint, but knew I was like getting paid that day or something. And I had like 500 quid on me, and this is very irresponsible, but there was a horse called Standing Ovation, right? And I put the 5 ton on it at like, it's only like 3-1 or something, but it won. And I was just like,
What, before you went to the airport?
Well, it was like the day before.
Wow.
Don't get me wrong, I would have had to fucking, like, it would have been alright, but it was just the fact I was waiting on this thing to pay me, and it was like my last fucking 5 ton of Standing Ovation. It was a favourite, like, in that, but
yeah.
it was just the fact that I went to Dubai then off of like spending for nothing.
Love it, lad.
No little ones like that.
That one, I've never felt elation like that one.
Yours is better than that. Yours, because it's your half fella's horse as well. Liverpool winning.
There was like 6 of us all then sat in the boozer, and we got a table at this boozer back where we were staying. We were all just like having steaks. Yeah. Just great, you know what I mean?
Boss down.
The day before, like, one of my mates, before we left, the day before, at uni, I didn't have any money, so I tried to extend his overdraft, and he said, you're going to have to come in the branch, mate. And he walked down to the branch and put on some mad story as to why he wanted to extend his overdraft, and it was purely to go to them races.
Love that. That's my kind of man, that.
And he said, I was in the bank, or outside the bank, and he was in the room fucking saying what I needed. Legend.
Cam says, any awkward bad date stories?
You must have a few of these, lad.
I think I've told mine, haven't I?
Yeah, you have to.
Told quite a few of them.
The girl wanted to watch Corrie and did like toast or something.
Yeah, she didn't cook for herself, so every morning.
Oh, yeah, a Ma left a plate.
Every morning.
Heavy.
It's so weird, isn't it?
Heavy, that.
Every morning, she was just like, She said that her mum done all the cooking for her, and I was like, what do you do if you fancy something like tea and toast on the night? She was like, I don't like tea or toast.
It's like, red
I
flag.
was like, wow.
I'm out of here.
And I was like, well, what do you do for your cooking and stuff? And she was like, every day me mum leaves me dinner on like on the plate on the step or something. And I was like,
That is mad,
that is mad, innit?
Nuts. My first ever date with Emily was passing in a park and asking for a chip, and she said no. That was it. That was our first interaction. We just walked past each other.
What did you ask her for? A chip?
Yeah, so we were at remember Matthew Street Festival? I was there. She was there.
So you didn't know her?
No, loosely. We were from the same area. And I was like, is a chip? And she went, no. And I was like, belly. And then that started the ball rolling.
There you go.
I was fuming.
Bet you were, lad.
Straight back.
I'm gonna fucking get you, watch.
That was our first interaction, so fairly awkward.
Any other bad ones written?
Done alright, you only got one bad one. Done really well, in fact.
I've done that one, yeah, that whole thing was bad. I've been catfished. Don't know whether I told this story on, but I was speaking to someone and they looked a certain way, and where we planned to go, it was best for her to pick me up in a taxi.
You've told me
And
that.
as she picked me up in a taxi and I come out the car, I opened the car door, and within half a second I knew that she'd put on a few pounds since the last photo. And I think that's wrong, that, you know, that's not me being fattest or anything, but she was not the same person.
When you say a few pounds, did she look? What did she look like in a picture?
I reckon she was maybe a 10, 12, right?
I don't know. I don't understand.
Dress sizes.
But that was age. Remember that?
Yeah.
I don't understand. What's 10, 12 like?
She's like
stone.
No. Probably size 10, 8. Probably is about size 10. Probably, but it's not in weight. But
I just don't get it. But yeah, go on.
Anyway, I reckon she was maybe a size 12 at a push, right?
On the pictures.
On the pictures,
okay.
Yeah. Some like size 10.
So is that about normal then?
I think like 8, 10. I don't know what's normal, but I can tend to go for, I'd say 8 to 10. She was at least 16, I think. At least 14, 16, I'd say.
So is that like saying, for example, in men's sizes, that's like small to XL t-shirt?
Why are you such a fucking idiot with stuff like this?
I just don't get it, lad.
It's like being a maybe.
I don't understand why it'd be 12.
It just goes up in sizes, like from like 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 up to like, don't know, whatever.
But is that number representative then, you know, is it just a middle gap?
Don't know.
Fucks me up, that, lad.
Don't know.
Like if I went to the shop for women's clothes, how would I know to buy a 12 if there's nothing else to suggest it would be a 12?
You just know your woman's size, don't you?
Fucking
I'll tell you now, bet you Emily's a size 8 or a 10. Ask her when you get in.
Okay. But that's what I mean, like...
That's just me knowing... Look, it's not hard, is it?
Yeah, but in male's clothes, you'd be like... I don't understand why it's not just small, medium, and large.
What size inch waist are you?
Don't know.
Oh, fuck off, lad. When you buy jeans, don't say Emily buys them for you.
Most of the time.
Oh, my God. Oh, I hate you. I fucking hate you.
Why?
I hate you.
Why?
Your bird buys your jeans for you.
Most of the time. Buys everything, lad.
Oh, you would not survive. I fucking hope nothing ever happens to Emily, honestly, mate.
Why?
Because you'd be fucked, lad.
She just knows the nice ones.
Anyway, I get in this car. It's clear that this woman's lied about her pictures.
Yeah.
And I just sat in this car, like, just wanted to get out. But I'm a nice person, and I couldn't say to her, like, so we go to have some drinks, and I was just like, think of an excuse why I don't have to stay. And I went, oh, what are you doing this weekend and all that? And she was like, and I went, oh, I've got to run in the morning first thing, so I can only have a few. She was like, oh, you can have a few. I was like, yeah, I'll have 4, and then, you know, I'll have to go. And then I was halfway through my 4th one. Yeah. No, get on this. I was halfway through my 4th one, and someone come over to speak to me, and I was half gutted thinking, I hope they don't think I'm with her. Because I was like, I don't...
Oh, is that bad?
I don't...
Couldn't he pass as your friend?
Well, I did. I was just like, anyway... I'm talking, and I was just talking like 5 or 10 minutes, because I'd bought like all the ale so far. She'd fucking bought me another one, and I come back and I was like, oh, there's another pint there. So I was only gonna have 4. She went, I know, but you bought all 4, and you were talking to your friend, and I thought we're having a nice time, so, you know, got you another one.
It's quite nice.
And I was like, yeah, nice one.
What happened after it? You just mutually
got in a taxi and dropped it off on the way. Give her a kiss. I went, I've had a lovely time. And she went, oh, you know, yeah, me too. I went, sound, yeah, I'll be in touch. And then
fucking business meeting.
I didn't.
I'll be in touch.
I didn't know what the right thing to do was, whether to just say and look, say I'm not into it, or whether to just ignore her. And I come to the conclusion that if I just ignored her, she'd understand that.
Oh, you didn't, did you?
She didn't text me, and I didn't text her.
Oh, what? She's never spoke to
Just
him
never
that day?
spoke again. No.
Oh, fair play then.
Like-
She
like
obviously
really,
thought you were
listen,
an ugly cunt then.
Really, yeah. Listen, dead nice person. Dead nice person.
Yeah.
Just not for me.
I reckon she's somewhere saying the exact same thing.
And listen, and that's fine.
Dead
I'm
nice person. It is not for me.
completely alright with that, lads. No, we're not fucking for everyone, are we?
How long have we got?
We only got a couple of questions
Let's
left.
go.
Right.
Not that I'm trying to rush off, by the way. I just don't. I always get conscious. I don't want people's.
No,
I don't want the
know.
episode to finish when people are on the commute or
I
something.
know, well.
Sorry,
Right.
people.
Cam says, if you could go backpacking
Backpapping.
in any country, which would it be?
We've done.
Need some suggestions. I've been to South America and I would go back there in an instant.
Go South America, man.
South America's cool as
Somewhere
fuck,
I'd like
man.
to go that I've never been.
Colombia, Brazil,
My dad went to the
Argentina.
Brazil World Cup
boss.
and said it was good.
Yeah, loved it. Defo go Brazil.
To be honest,
So
that's
many
somewhere-
like places like
Yeah.
Nicaragua, like
Nicaragua?
fucking- Nicaragua. Is that how you say it? Nicaragua. I can't say that word.
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua. Lad, I can't say it. Nicaragua.
Viagra, you sound like you're saying.
Can't say it.
You definitely didn't. Don't go there.
Yeah, South America's a beast.
Yeah, that's somewhere I'd like to go. Defo. 100%.
Kevin Hesketh, what's happening, Kev? He says, morning lads, think I've got one from last week still. Anyways, this week, have you ever been watching porn on your phone and unbeknowingly activated the Bluetooth speaker in your gaff? Happened to a mate of mine.
Mate of mine.
I have gone.
I see you, Kev. I see you, Kev.
Oh, listen to,
Have you done that?
oh, listen to this story.
Lad.
I want to come across like the weirdest, horriblest, seedy man ever.
Won't be the first time.
And no, this is-
This hour.
right. Back when I was like 16, whatever, don't know, whatever.
Oh, no.
I'm in my dad's living room, right? And I was having a wank in the living room. And I had my laptop up, yeah. Having a wank just on the couch. Laptop there on the arm of the couch. Having a wank, and then the key goes in the door.
Oh, my.
And my dad and my sisters are coming in. So I straight away, dick away, smack the laptop down and throw it to the side of the couch, right? And I'm there. But I had headphones in, yeah.
Oh, you haven't pulled it out.
The headphones have been pulled out and the porno is still playing. And at this... lad,
Don't lie!
I swear. Listen, but it was only into like the leading up bit, like, do you need your washing machine fixing? It was up to like that bit. Right? And I'm there. And my dad's kind of coming to the living room straight away and I sat down and my sister's like taking the coat off and all that. And so there's a little noise in the house and then I can just hear like ever so faintly like, hey, so do you come here often? And I'm like, oh, that shit. And I had to like open the laptop like a bit to fucking turn it off. Do you know what I mean? To like,
Wow. That's
bad.
much better. I would have just dropped the elbow on the laptop. Just gone, sorry dad, I've had a bad day. Smashed the laptop to bits.
lad, it was scary,
Yeah, that's fucking rough, that.
Yeah, that's my getting
least
caught
you went
porn
for
on stuff.
Bluetooth.
But I didn't get caught though.
Mm.
Yeah, the Bluetooth one would be bad.
Yeah.
Especially if it's some weird ass porn you were watching.
I got in my mate's car once and his phone was connected to the car on the, so it didn't really hurt anything, but on the so he then put the Bluetooth on to put whatever music on, and the way whatever you're listening to on your phone will come up with his big podcast and that. It was like fucking naked babes. I was like, you're a rat. He was going, wow lad, it was a WhatsApp video. I was like, you're a fucking rat.
Have you ever been on your phone, you've been watching porn and then like whatever's happened and then you get up your internet browser like and it's like, whoa! You've definitely done that. I've done that. And I went, hey, yo, what are you saying?
How many times do you reckon delete browsing history's been pressed in?
Every day. Mine's never got more than a fucking 12-hour history, lad, mine.
Every night before bed, I can see you just getting into bed going, water, pillow, delete browser history. Every night, your routine. Everyone else doing meditation and that. You're just deleting your mistakes.
Bad, mate. I think, though, right? Listen, we'll come to the end of the show, but porn needs to be spoken about more, No, I think it does. I think it can be a problem, Too much porn. Like, I think there's more people than we know who are addicted to porn,
Yeah. I think...
It's not spoken about, though, is it?
Nah, I think the one thing that it does, which, you only really learn as you become a mature adult, is it sets crazy expectations on people
Yeah.
that don't exist.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? whether that be young women thinking they got to do things, young men thinking that I think that's the danger side of it. If we're sitting here and having a mature adult conversation. Like.
Yeah, no, we will go into it more, but I agree already.
I think there's an addiction to it, 1000%.
Yeah,
I think there's some people in the world who'd rather watch that and whatever categories they're into than do the actual thing.
Yeah, I agree as well.
Because they live vicariously through whatever they're watching. It's just fucking mental.
He goes on to say, tell us an last story about yourselves. I once had a puncture in a pissing down rain. I didn't want to change the wheel, so I hid the tyre wrench under my seat and rang the RAC. There wasn't one in the car. I sat in his van watching him change the tyre in the rain. He even poured me a coffee from his flask. The act of kindness making my crime worse. It scarred me. I was emasculated. I've never hated myself so much. It was really good coffee as well.
Love that.
Not too milky.
I'd have done the same, mate. I don't even hate me. I'd have done the same.
Have I been our last? Have I ever like? I know that I've.
My bus story, lad. It sticks.
Yeah.
Get him.
Yeah. I've asked like my dad to help me out with loads over the years, like, and he's like fucking sweating, rotten, fucking, you know, and I'm like, you alright with that? Do you want a hand? Like, and it's done. There's loads of stories like that.
Yeah. Bad.
I'll have to have another thing. There'll probably be another one.
I've done some bad stuff, me, you know, lad. Like, in terms of just, like...
Alas.
Yeah. Like, I've made myself unavailable for certain things that, you know, with my presence there would have been a lot easier. Like, moving house, stuff like that. Moving house? Not me. I mean, other people, like, they, you know...
I thought you and Emily moving house.
Nah,
babe, I'm not there, sorry, can't do
like,
it.
I mean, like, someone said to me, I'm moving house. Fucking, you know, I haven't got much going on. If you like, I've got a van there, you fancy helping us out? And I've been like...
Oh lad, you're horrible, lad.
I've got to make a spag ball. I have, lad. I can't even deny it. I'll say it on camera. I have. It's bad, that, innit?
Yeah, that's really bad, yeah.
I was young, inexperienced. I would help now. But I said to you back in the day, it's like, I've gone to footy games and just gone, it's gone, you know. So I'm hurt. And then just sat on the stand with a cup of tea.
Who would you want in the trenches, eh, people?
Yeah, but that weren't the trenches, lad. That was fucking Blackburn away.
Weren't fucking sang in DC away, was it?
No, it wasn't. But, you know, honest to God, this is bad, like, but I can't even deny it. One time I'd done that, right? And I'd done the warm-up, and in the warm-up I said, look, this is sore, can't play. And lad, it was in Carlisle. I drove all the way there anyway on the coach. And it was cold, lad. Like, and I mean cold. And I remember, like, coming back in the changes, and obviously just me. And I got in the shower, and I put my trackie on, my coat, my hat and that. And I could hear the game kicking off. And I was just sitting in the changing rooms, like, and I was just sat there thinking, thank fuck I'm not playing out there.
I was going to say, did you not feel guilty at that point?
No, I didn't, lad. There was no feeling of guilt.
Wow.
I walked out, give it a little, just like that, walked up, lad, and sort of, I got a hot dog.
I'm more concerned now you're not asked about your behaviour.
I know, lad, but maybe at the time, lad, I didn't care. I was in my trackie, my coat. I was resigned to the fact that it was, you know, it was done, it was going nowhere. And I sat in that stand, and then I drove 3 hours home with a full belly of hot dogs.
You make me sick, lad. Do you know, honestly, don't get me wrong, there will be times in my life I'll have to have a little think when I have been a bit arse, but do you know why it's probably not as to the front of my mind? Because, you know, in the Marines, if you display any type of that behaviour, lad, you're a jack. That's what it's called, jack, being selfish. Like, you're on your jack, you know, only thinking of your jack self.
I mean, if I was in the Marines, maybe I wouldn't try and get a cup of tea and
like,
leave
you know,
lads.
anything like that, lad, is so frowned upon.
I imagine, yeah, because yours a matter of life and death.
But I mean, like, even when you're in the grot,
fucking friendly for the reserves.
Even when you're in the grot though, and there's like, you know, 4-man grot, whatever, and you're sitting there, you can't leave the room and not make someone a cup of tea. You can't come back into the room without a cup of tea.
No,
without offering.
Yeah, that's a cardinal sin. You should never do that.
Do you know what I mean? And like things like that. So any little, and I do genuinely think I'm quite an inclusive, right? Come on, any like person, and that is no doubt from the Marines. Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, if it was a matter of life and death, maybe I would have given it a bit
but
more.
But not
thought.
even life and death. I just mean normal stuff.
Lad, it was about -5.
I don't care, lad.
I weren't playing sentiment that day.
Let's all think about this in Aintree in December on our Christmas night out, when, you know, when there's a train and we're all like, right, is everyone here? Everyone here, right? We get the next train. Is everyone here? Oh no, we might miss that because miss George. Oh, George on that train.
Da, 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 da.
He'll meet us in the fucking Angus when his round's 1 and we'll all fucking chip in and get a 27-man round.
Ainsley will be great. Right, let's wrap up.
Right, we got literally 3 more quick ones, quick fire. Callum Canahan, hungover chippy order. I'm a big fan of a chicken kebab, I'll be honest.
That's not a chippy though.
What is it?
I think there's difference. Like, it annoys me when people say they're getting a chippy and they get a Chinese.
No, that's not Chinese chicken kebab.
No, that chicken kebab's like...
Where'd you get a chicken kebab from if not the chippy?
It's like one of them pizza places. That's where I get them from.
Peeps does chicken kebabs.
Do you know what I like? And I don't really get one that much of Mongolian. I eat pizza. Lad, I love chips, curry and a sausage.
And a what?
Sausage.
Say
sausage.
You can't say sausage, can you?
I can. Sausage.
Okay.
See, people, I can. But that's what I like. Chips, curry and a sausage.
Nah, I'm a large chicken kebab. You get loads of chips with it. Garlic mayo, salad.
Heavy.
Boom.
Chip the salad, but heavy.
Matt Lowe, he says, one item you can't live without. It's your phone, isn't it?
Yeah, it's bad, but it is your phone.
It's everyone's phone. I think everyone's got the same answer for
My
that.
sunglasses, you know. My sunglasses are prescription.
We went out for a pint the other day, me and George. Had a couple of beers and then walked away from the pub. Get 5 minutes down the road, shit, left me sunglasses. But Jordan, after the Sportscast series, was feeling a little bit worse for wear. His hip had gone. So Andy, with one leg, runs back to the bar to get his sunglasses for him, only to be told they're not there. Someone must have took them, to then run back to have him standing there with sunglasses on.
They're in my pocket. But well, my sunglasses are prescription. I've delicate eyes, and I've left them on that fridge for since we recorded the Sportcast, and this has been the hardest weekend of my life. It's been rough.
Well, there's a good one to finish off on here. This kind of sums up that we've had some great chat, a bit of insight into a few different things. And Adam, we're going to round it off with this. Adam, so much question/point. Morning, lads. Quick question from me. Just doing the kids' pack lunch for the school, and had a thought. Is it someone's job to fart in the ham before they seal it? I literally made my daughter ham and cheese sandwiches this morning, and I feel your pain.
That's horrible, innit?
Yeah.
I'm trying to wean our Josh off ham and cheese.
Why?
Lad, he loves it.
It's just a staple part of the pack lunch, though.
No, it is the pack lunch. They get it, but like he'll come into the kitchen and he'll say, "Can I have a snack?" And I say, "Yeah." "What do you want?" "Ham." I say, "Lad, you just had ham for your lunch." "One ham." I say, "No, then cheese." I say, "No, milk." Lad, he loves ham, cheese, and milk. And I said, "Lad, you're 4 now. Come on. What do you want? Something else?" "No, ham, cheese, milk." Loves it.
The only concern I've got, lad, and I'll wax lyrical about my daughter all day. She's so bright, and I'm so proud of her in loads of ways. I think she's too by the book, Like, I need her to be a little bit more, I don't know, not follow the rules all the time, but know when she can bend them a bit. Yeah. She's too honest. Mm-hmm. So, for example, done a pack lunch for her, threw it in a Dairy Lee Dunkable that's got chocolate buttons in one of the little corners, and then I went, I've got your flake yogurt there, I'll throw that in as well. She went, "No, I'll have the flake yogurt when I get home." I went, "No, but you got your sandwiches, like a cheese string, a crisp, your Dairy Lee Dunkable thing, whatever it is." I went, "I'll throw a flake yogurt in." She went, "No, Dad, we're only allowed one bit of chocolate in our pack lunch, and there's some chocolate buttons in there, so I won't be able to have the flake." And I went, "No, but be alright if you..." "No, I'll just have it when I get home tonight after my tea." Now, there's a bit of me that's dead proud because she's so lovely and she's no nice, but I'm like,
hoard the chocolate.
It's like, come on.
Yeah, lad, I do that with probably testament to me. When me and my brother used to get advent calendars, we just scran a lot.
Yeah.
And then
just
yeah. Lad, my daughter and son
wouldn't do that.
Lad, they will take one and then they go, "Yay, tomorrow."
I mean.
I'm like,
too nice. I'm moaning about it. They're just too nice, aren't they? We're just horrible.
They just come from a different place.
Enjoyed this, kid.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we need to do the draw, don't we?
Yeah.
Who's winning 100 quid this week?
The school run's back. I've got to go and do the school run.
I know, so have I. Right, here we are. Boom, let's go. Who's winning £100 this week?
Jordan Neal. I'm taking this if I win this, because I pay for Patreon.
Winner is
Luke K.
Luke K. Find out who that is, Luke K.
Well done,
well done, kid. And we'll get that sorted for you this week. Have we got all the 5 names? If there was a joint on the Patreon, wasn't there?
Yeah, we got them.
Have we got all 5 details?
Yeah, I think Muskie put them in our WhatsApp group, so that's on you.
Right, I'll work out how much you all owe. You're all getting about like fucking 25p each.
Nah, 40 quid each it is.
Was it?
Hmm?
Happy days. 40 quid. I will sort that in my list of admin to do next couple of days. Have a Boss Wednesday. Thanks for the support, and we see you soon.
Cheers.